Hey, we're back again. Yeah, same place, same day, practically a couple minutes off. And today we'll be talking about culling a fish stock.
Some cry, some smile, some fight every day. We rise to the top, cause we know what it takes. Through it all we survive, yet still hold the faith. Unchangeable, Lord, unchangeable. Hey.
So many out there who are avid fish keepers like myself and who have this really sensitive nature towards fish keeping might regard this practice as being cruel. However, when you go to the pet shop and you see a fish with a missing fin, a split tail, or part of its gill showing, or a twisted bone, you will not purchase that fish, because all in the back of your mind is that that fish is not good. In truth and in fact, some of these fish that are culled, some of these fish that are regarded as deformed fish, they really live very long, and in some cases even live longer than the fish that is deemed as healthy. As a goldfish breeder, I have practiced not to cull my fish at the initial stage. It is only if I see where the fish might have difficulty survive that I might take it upon myself to really put the fish out of its misery. I mean, sometimes fish are born, or should I say hatched, or whatever, right, with one fin, one eye is gone, right? In some cases, they have twisted spine, right? So it's very difficult for them to actually move towards food, for them to defend themselves or to stay away from predation. As a result of the whole idea of fish being cultivated, being nurtured for the main fact of monetary rewards, many persons have actually gone through the process of culling their fish stock. In Japan and in some section of Asia, this is a common practice. When the goldfish is actually hatched, when the fries are hatched, there are specialist individuals who actually have these goldfish fries in a small container where which they use, some of them use a magnifying glass with a spoon and actually remove the fries that are deemed as not good. For some persons also, they will cull the fish based on the color variation in which they want. So they will put two fish to actually spawn together or to mate together, and the offspring would be watched, observed, notations made, and if the coloration is wrong, that fish will be culled, and later on that fish will be probably fed to another larger fish. This is a common practice within the fish keeping hobby, right? The fish food in which you actually the fish food in which many persons actually feed their fish are from fish itself, and the fish in which they use are sometimes fish that have been culled from different stock breed. When you go to the pet shop and you seek to get a fish for your fish tank, aquarium, pond, or wherever you want, right, in doing setup at your house or wherever, you want the best looking fish. You want a fish that will actually speak for itself. You want a fish that will stand out. You want a fish that you are proud to say that this is your fish. So with this in mind, many fish breeders, I would say like myself, but it's very difficult for me to do at times, right? Many fish breeders actually cull their fish stock, right? Because in truth and in fact, you will never get a good sale for that fish, and that fish might end up suffering. In the aquatic world, life is not looked upon as how humans look at it, where you would have disabled in wheelchairs and individuals spending time to take care of them. As soon as the parent actually give birth or lay the egg, at times the parent actually turn around and consume the same egg or the same fry. We must understand that culling fish is a way of balanced economics, because you're going to spend a lot of money, yes, a lot of money paying for filtration, electricity, water, all the works to take care of that fish to a good size, and at the end, that fish is worthless. It is really heartrending to do this when the fish is, let's say, juveniles. Most times, if I do choose to cull my fish stock, especially my goldfish, I would do that a few weeks after the fries are free swimming. Yes, as I said before, sometimes some of these fish are just not looking good, right? Sometimes one eye is bigger than the other, one fin is shorter than the other, there is no tail, the tail is twisted or the body is twisted, or there's no, the gill part of the fish is just missing. Most pet shop, if not all pet shop, will not put these fish for sale. So when we look at it, the culling of fish is really at the whim of the fish keeper. But at the same time, you within yourself, although you might say that this is really being merciless, but consider it. Would you purchase a fish that is seen disabled to you? Unlike an individual with a kind heart who will actually adopt a disabled individual. It's totally different. Humanity is what you refer to as a superior organism that is on planet Earth. Thus, how you treat humans, how you treat humans at the top of the food chain is totally different than how you would treat animals, right? I hope that this video was useful. See you next time for another aquariology synopsis. Bye bye. Cool.